What it do, y'all, and welcome back to my channel. So for today's video, I just wanted to go ahead and shop my stash to create this kind of Barbie inspired look. I'm not actually shape shifting into Barbie. I don't have those skills, and I'm good. I'm good with my own face, but I wanted to use my face, use what I already have to kind of sculpt and build a look that I feel like if Barbie was here and alive in 2023, what she would do. So I did kind of focus on contouring, focus on pink, stuff like that. I did not buy anything new for this makeup look. I used only the things that I have in my collection. And I challenge you that if you are going to do this kind of look, use what you already have. It doesn't have to be exactly what I use. It doesn't have to be the exact color or even the full out makeup look at the end. Just use what you have to be inspired by some of these newer trends that are coming in and leaving and getting use out of what you've already packed up. So with that said, if you're interested in seeing how I created this look with the products that I had in my collection, let's just get to it. Hey guys, so like I said in the intro, I thought it'd be really cool to make myself into Barbie. So let's see how well I do. I am just gonna, so that's a little bit better. As you can see, I'm quite matte, quite light. I feel like the Barbies that I see, even the dark black Barbies, aren't really having a lot of bronzer going on. I feel like it's a lot more that contoured effect. So I did do a light amount of contour in the cream format, but I will try to find a contour powder that I have in matte form just to chisel out my jaw a little bit more. But I was about to start doing my brows, and every time that I've seen a Barbie, at least, I feel like their brows are like just a very slim straight line. You know, it's not fluffy, it's not extravagant, anything like that. I tend to do fluffy brows, so to make it a little bit thicker, kind of Sharpie-ish brow, I decided to bring out my Give Me Brow in the volumizing pencil. This is the one that you can sharpen. I actually do like the formula of this, but I think this will be the easiest product for me to kind of fill in my brows but not fluff them up. So I'm not going to use a spoolie at all today, and I'm just going to kind of fill her in. I'm just going to fill her in, going with the shape that is naturally already kind of on my brows. And yeah, I feel like that is a quintessential Barbie brow. It's just very much an arc, but I might be wrong, but I feel like that's what I remember seeing in Barbies. I haven't looked at Barbies in years though, so we will see how well I do from memory on kind of turning myself into one. Ooh, this is, I made a mistake. Okay. So yeah, I feel like that is truly a Barbie brow. I'm not going to do any brow gel. I'm not going to spoolie her out, even though I want to. My brain is screaming, get a spoolie, put some gel on, but we're just going to leave my brows like that. I feel like it doesn't actually look that bad for me. Like I said, I did powder. As you can see, it is quite light for my skin tone because I didn't bring a bronzer in there. It will match my décolleté area, but you usually see me a lot more bronzed up. I used as a cream bronzer today the Charlotte Tilbury bronzer in 4. This is a contour for me. Did I say bronzer before? I use this as a contour, cream contour. I used it that way because this is so dark that it actually pulls very cool tone on my skin tone. I didn't put a lot on. Maybe what I'll just do is just add a little bit of this on top because this does apply nicely both under and over powder. The brush that I use to apply this is just the Sonia G mini brush. I love this whole range from Sonia G. I almost love, like, honestly, all of her brushes. There's not a brush that I don't enjoy. And I'm just going to just really accentuate that contour shape because I feel like that's really what you get on the Barbies. You don't really get a bronzed effect. You just get nice chiseled out cheeks. So that's what I'm gonna do today. I always feel like I put more on this side than this side. So let's add some more. I'm also just gonna lightly tap some up to my temple, just so that that area kind of gets smaller as well. I'll do a little bit on the forehead, but not too much. Not too much. And then on the jawline, I'm just gonna re-emphasize that area. Okay, as for my nose, I feel like I want to try to do something different for me. So I usually do kind of like a really quick, fast, like bronze contour thing. I feel like already my nose is looking quite small, but I'm gonna try to do the like boop at the front. Yeah, I think that's looking quite nice. Now I am just going to, I can't help it. I'm just going to take my brush and just lightly tap over all the areas that I just applied more contour. Same with my nose, just so that it kind of looks a little bit more realistic. Because without a doubt, I still feel like all of the Barbies contour in their sculpted faces look realistic. It's just very defined. Then I'm just going to take some setting spray. This is the first time I've applied setting spray today, and I'm just going to apply it all over my face. Okay, we're getting there. I'm so happy with where I'm at right now. So as for lips, I feel like a lot of the black Barbies actually have just nudish lips. Sometimes they'll have a little pink in the middle. So we're going to try to use that for my use. I don't have any pink lip products. I have none. Do I have any? Let me line my lips and let me look at my collection to see if I have any pink lip products. I feel like I don't have any, but let's double check. So I just lined very quickly with my Americano Brown lip liner. Now I'm going to use this shade. This actually is kind of a pinky tone, and this is Walk of No Shame from Charlotte Tilbury. So I'm just going to apply a little bit of this to the center of my lips. I don't want it to get too pink, because I feel like even in a real like dolls, their lips aren't overly pink. It's just a subtle pink, and for me, this is about as pink as I got. Then I'm just gonna gloss it over. I know in the dolls they don't really have glossy lips, but I feel like if we were able to see the movie now and I haven't seen the movie, they would have some form of gloss on their lips. And this is from Romand. This is in the shade Charlie. I think this is technically a lip balm from them, but it adds a nice little sheen, and because it has more of a pinky purpley coloring, I think it's going to work beautifully. Now we have the eyes and the cheeks, because the cheeks aren't done. I definitely need some pink blush. So honestly, the reason why I wanted to do this whole video again, or to do this video idea, was to re-showcase this product. This is the Glam Light Blush Duo for Scooby-Doo. I believe at this point they are no longer selling this duo, at least not through the website. I'm sure you could find it in TJ Maxx. I see their products all the time from other creators, but I'm just gonna pull the pinky one. I think that one technically is for Daphne, and the orangey one I think is technically for Velma. So I'm just gonna take my Angie Hot and Flashy A507 from BK Beauty, and we are going to over blush. I think that's the one thing nobody can kind of question when it comes to Barbie. If you don't have a whole bunch of pink blush on your cheeks, are you really a Barbie? So I'm really gonna focus it on the tips of my cheekbone, and I'm gonna try to subtly blend it back. I'm not gonna do too much on the perimeter. Like I said, I really want that contour to be present and there, but definitely without a doubt it needs to be over blushed on these cheeks. Now if I was being me, I would put some blush on my nose as well, but I feel like I've never seen blush on a Barbie, so at least not on their nose. So I'm just going to stick to it being on the perimeter of my face. As you can see, my face is quite matte, very angular, at least for me, and then that very bright pink blush. So we are almost done. I feel like there's not a lot to the Barbie look, but it's not too bad. It's not too bad so far. Now I'm gonna go ahead and prime my eyes, and we're gonna get into doing a beautiful, beautiful pinky eye look. All right, so today I went ahead and used my About Face eyeshadow primer, and I'm just gonna use a combination of palettes. I'm just reaching for particular colors to kind of create what I think would be kind of the quintessential Barbie look. So first, what I wanna do in my crease very lightly, I'm gonna go into this Caitlin shade. This is from the Playing by Makeup and Yolando Jamrock palette. So I'm just gonna pull that Caitlin shade and just kiss it on the perimeter. I don't really care about getting a lot of pigment here. I just really want to make sure that this part of my primer isn't too sticky so that my blend can be good. I don't do this often, but I don't know, I feel like I should do it for this look, especially because I'm not used to blending pinks and I want to make sure this comes out good. Next, I'm going to go into the same palette and just pull Kiara, which is a brighter, bolder pink. And this is going to be my main crease color. So I don't care how low it goes. I just don't want it to go too high without blending well, which is why I put that Caitlin shade down first. That's a beautiful color and it's really popping on my skin tone. I really like how this is coming out so far. I'm gonna go ahead and switch into a different palette. And I'm gonna go for a smaller brush as well, just so that I can do some more fine tuning on this look. So I'm gonna go into my Lick and Lash Playful palette, and if you guys have been here with me for a while, you know that this was a favorite for some years. I'm gonna go into the shade, they actually have a shade named Barbie, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that. I might also put in a little bit of the Flamingo in as well, but I'm definitely gonna use the shade Barbie on my Barbie look. So let's play with this. And this is Barbie by itself right now. I just want to see how well this shade will do. Okay, I like this brush, but not for what I want to do. It's not giving me the oomph that I need. I'm gonna switch to this E27 from Sigma, and I'm going to still work with that Barbie shade. This is just a better brush for what I want to have happen right now. So much better. I'm just going to pull that original brush just to make sure that blend is halfway decent. Okay. Let me see if I can get even deeper. Okay, so what I want to do is reach for a pencil brush. This one once again happens to be from Sigma. This is their E30, and I'm gonna go into the Alien Cosmetics, their Unearthly Cosmetics now, and I'm gonna go into the Juicy shade in their Strawberry Milkshake palette, and I just want to ever so slightly deepen out this outer portion. And I'm not taking too much product. That's why I'm going back and forth so often. This color is coming off more of a purple pink than an actual pink, but because I'm not putting too much on, I think it'll work out in the end. And I'm just gonna kind of do like a fake little faux liner in this outer corner. It's not gonna really be too much. Honestly, you guys might not even be able to see it on the camera, but in person, I see the subtle difference and I am happy with it. Yeah. So that I think is going to be the matte contribution to this look. I think I'm happy with that. And for the shimmer, I remember not particularly liking the shimmers in this palette, but I want to make them work. Let me see. I want to say I have a cream shadow that I think will work perfectly for this. Okay, so what I'm actually going to do is take a little bit of this About Face cream shadow in New Karina, I think, and I am just going to put a little bit on my eye, and I'm going to hope that when I blend it out, it's going to, and I'm going to hope that when I blend it out, it's going to look more like a pink than a purple. So let's see if I'm accurate. Because I want to blend it out a little bit more strategically, I'm going to just use a brush. Okay, maybe I didn't put enough on. It's been a little while since I've used these. Okay, I feel like this will pull the way I want it to. I just need to apply the products that I want. So first I'm gonna go ahead and stick with the shadows in this Alien Cosmetics palette. And I wanna go ahead and reach for Strawberry Shake. I think that's the name. Yep. And this is going to be my faux liner at the very top of this cream shadow part of my eye look. It's a little bit purple, but it's okay. Okay, and I'm just gonna wipe that off right on my hand, and then I'm gonna go into the shade Ripe, which is their metallic pink shade, and that's gonna be what goes all over my lid. I think I'm gonna have to use my finger for this though. I definitely got a little bit of fallout, but unfortunately that is part of the course with this particular shade if you use it. That's the look. I'm just going to pull a little bit of that first shadow, Strawberry Shake, and that's going to be my inner corner highlight. I probably could have actually used a white, but it's okay. Maybe I should do that. Use a white. There's a white in one of these palettes in front of me that I love. It's okay. I've already done what I need to do. So what I'm going to do is just hop off camera really quickly. I'm just going to add some liner, some mascara, some lashes, and I'll come back to show you guys what I feel like, how I could turn myself into Barbie. As you can see, I clearly didn't turn myself like fully into Barbie, but it's a Barbie-esque for me. So yeah, give me 1 second. Alrighty guys, so this is the finished look. I did throw on a highlighter. I don't know what I was thinking, but obviously real Barbies don't actually have highlighter, but Barbie loves shine, sparkle, and glitter. So I decided to pull this beauty out. This is an Discontinued MAC highlighter, but I felt like it was perfect. It gives off a pinky hue. It has glitter in it. I threw it pretty much everywhere I felt like Barbie would enjoy, but I still wanted to keep my overall look and base matte. I did also add quite a bit more of that darker purple in my outer V, just so that if I had walked out of here without any lashes, it would just look deeper and sultrier all over. And then last thing I did while I was off camera, I pulled this bright pink matte shadow and I just dabbed it in the middle of my lips, because otherwise my lips were just looking overall brown instead of actually pink, and I did want to have that pink pop in the middle. But yeah, this is the look. As I said before, I wasn't intending to like shapeshift into Barbie. That was just never my intention, but I wanted to use some techniques that I felt like if Barbie were alive and well and all of that jazz, and you know how I feel like some of the actors probably had their face sculpted a bit just in that contour range. They had quite a bit of blush applied, stuff like that. So that's all I got for you guys today. I hope you guys enjoyed this quick and hopefully fun little tutorial, just shopping my stash using what I already have, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.